Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. So let's get into it. The cards that I come up with here for the Sagittarians are the Hierophant, which can represent Sagittarius or Taurus. It kind of variates. Ace of Imps, Six of Ghosts, the Empress, King of Imps, Emperor, Eight of Pumpkins, Page of Imps, Two of Bats, Page of Ghosts, just making sure I don't, you know what I'm saying, Nine of Pumpkins, Five of Pumpkins, the Justice, Ten of Bats, and last but not least, we have the Ten of Ghosts. So for the Sagittarians, obviously, the Hierophant, Ace of Imps, Six of Ghosts. Someone's definitely itching from this to this to this. Someone is definitely itching to come back. They see you prospering, doing your own thing, right? Content with what it is that you've got going on. And because they see you being content with what you've got going on, they want to come back in, right, and see, kind of eat off your plate, see what it is that you've got cooking, you know, because they're starving. They are essentially, they're in a very terrible disposition, and they want to see what it is that you've got going on for yourselves, because they know you're doing well, right? As Sagittarians can do when they decide that they want to go ahead and actually start doing better for themselves. Oh yeah, by the way, I am doing where the two zodiac signs that give me the most views and the most likes, stuff like this, right? Overall, the most activity will get the two videos first. So Virgo is one that definitely got it so far, right? Unless other people beat Virgo, right? But it's going to be Virgo, okay? Now it could be other zodiac signs as well. If you want to be one of those zodiac signs, then give me the most activity, views, likes, comments, you know, overall general activity, and you'll get those two videos first. And I'll do that every week, right? So it's every time, and I'm gonna go ahead and make videos. I'm rolling with the two zodiac signs that shows me the most love at this point in time. So the Emperor, then you have the Empress, okay? The Empress and the King of Imps they're going to call you up, right? We are in a Mercury retrograde right now. I'm not even going to lie. Mercury retrogrades, this is when a lot of people who you used to date, who you used to hang out with, they call you, they want to hear from you again. Luckily, I don't have to have that problem anymore. Sagittarius, I've been through my thing when I was younger where people thought that, you know what I mean? People thought that I was soft. They can come through, say what's up to me, and then I accept them back, and they continue to do the same thing over and over and over and again. But in essence, Sagittarius, for some of you Sagittarians who are in the Empress position and thinking about taking this person back, this King of Imps, don't. Because people who call in you, then they don't have an opportunity to change. They don't really have a reason to change. They need a reason to change, and the reason that they're going to change is through difficulty. Hold on a second, let me turn this off. Sorry about that. But the reason why it is that they're going to change is because of difficulty. Whenever it is that they get themselves into some problems, they're deluding themselves into thinking that they can always run back to you, call you, and in your benevolent Sagittarius, Jupiterian energy of good luck, that a lot of you Sagittarians are just going to overlook that. But they don't understand that Sagittarius can and is a lot stronger than what it is that people think Sagittarius is. Sagittarius is by no means, that's my dog, Sagittarius is by no means soft in any shape, form, or fashion. And again, this person is only interested in who you are and what you have, and the fact that, like Nipsey Hussle said, your name is starting to gain weight, right? So because your name is starting to gain weight, where people are seeing you this person in particular, seeing you do your own thing, they can't stand it. So now they want to come through and say, what's up, right? The Emperor, the Knight of Pumpkins, and the Page of Imps represents how you Sagittarians have decided to stop speaking to them, okay? And move on and look for something else, something different. See what other kind of options you have out here when it comes to dating. And the Two of Bats and the Page of Ghosts represents these people can't handle that. They can't handle rejection. So you got to understand that these people, they're not going to give up right now. You're going to hear from them a couple more times. You're going to hear from them a couple more times. If a lot of you Sagittarians tell them no, which a lot of you are, you're in a good disposition. You don't have a whole lot of worries. And that's what it is that you want. Whenever it is that a lot of you Sagittarians now, since you separated from this person, have any kind of worries, you know, your problems are coming one at a time, as opposed to when it's raining, it's pouring, right? You have all these different problems and stuff like this hitting you all at once, so to speak. No, it's leaked. Problems are dripped. It's one problem at a time that you Sagittarians know that you can fix, right? Because Sagittarius is one of those zodiac signs that represents the researcher, like Virgo. Oh yeah, Sagittarius will do their homework. Oh yes, let's not sleep on Sagittarius now. So, as a matter of fact, Sagittarius represents the Hierophant in certain cases. Hierophant can represent Taurus or Sagittarius, because Sagittarians represents that pastor. It represents the clergy. You understand? It represents that holier than thou type of. Oh yeah. So they don't like what it is that you've got going on, and that you don't really want to hang around them. They thought that anytime that they got themselves into some problems, that they can always come to you and find out what's going on with you and kind of weasel their way back in and, you know, have a place to stay, leech off of you. The Nine of Pumpkins, the Five of Pumpkins, and the Justice represent how, since this is the case, they're going to be sitting up here asking you why once you tell them that you're not interested and that you're not feeling them anymore and you're moving on to other people. The Nine of Pumpkins is, they're going to be asking you why, and some of you Sagittarians are not even going to necessarily tell them why, because they're too grown, right? People who are over 18 know when they're messing up, and they're supposed to be too grown to be acting as if they're playing dumb, like they don't understand when they mess up a good opportunity. The Five of Pumpkins is you walking away, and these people are going to be shocked at the fact that you Sagittarians may hang up the phone on them, because you Sagittarians have it in you to hang up. This person's trying to ask you why. You've already given the answer that was necessary. You're not rocking with them anymore. They don't care about what it is that you have to say. You just put down the phone. The Justice, this is what it is that they needed to have happen to them, because if you would have taken it back, they would have ultimately been doing the same thing that they was in the past. And I'm glad that a lot of you Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? Sagittarius needs a reason why, but as soon as you hook them up with a reason why, they're capable of doing the right things. They just need to come around at their own time. But you Sagittarians are most definitely coming around, because the Ten of Swords, yeah, the Ten of Bats, Ten of Swords, it's the same thing. I'm just using the Halloween Tarot. It's about them being in position where now they kind of out of your life now. You know what I mean? They have to sit there. They have to lay there essentially and deal with the fact that they did their own selves in, and they don't have anybody else to blame for that. Then you have the Ten of Ghosts, which is the Ten of Cups. It's my dog. You all right? My dog's name's Amy, so that's my dog right there. That dog got more guts than most people that I know. Anyway, And it's a small dog too. So the thing is that the Ten of Swords represents how, yeah, you've got a lot of different people. You've got the world at your fingertips. You know what I mean? A lot of the times when I title that in my videos, you have the world at your fingertips. The algorithm doesn't like that, but what I mean when I say you have the world at your fingertips is anything that you want to do at this point is really up to you, Sagittarians. You're not in jail. The police isn't looking for you. You Sagittarians don't have any kind of serious worries where you got to be like, oh, do I really got to do this? It's really at a point for you Sagittarians where anything that you Sagittarians want to do, it's completely up to you. So use your time wisely is what I suggest. You have anything that you want to do, anything that you want to pursue right now, and that's the best time, because my tarot reading business, as you see here on YouTube, started when I wasn't really doing anything from 2010 all the way to about 2013. I was just laying on my bed thinking about what it is that I really wanted to do with my life, because school wasn't necessarily working, you know. And this speaks to how great things can come out of like unexpected places. And now the time that you have to sit and chill, I suggest you use the time wisely to benefit you in a very positive, great way that can pay you dividends for years to come. Let's clarify the Ten of Ghosts. I am using the Voodoo Tarot to clarify. Okay, I gotta use these cards. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have like 6 tarot decks. You know, I'm not gonna use the Dragon Tarot because the Dragon Tarot is actually near and dear to me. I'm only going to use in the future, I'm going to use only the Dragon Tarot and Mermaid Tarot. But the rest of these tarot decks, like the Halloween and Aquarius deck, I'm going to essentially use wisely, right? Use. And then when they are done, when they're old and worn, I'm just going to throw them away and get the Mermaid deck and just read from Dragon and Mermaid. You know, I am a minimalist. So anyway, let's get into it. So you have the Aizan, Local, and the Santeria Oshun to clarify the Ten of Ghosts. So this is about a specific situation for a lot of you Sagittarians where the Aizan represents, again, you have so many different possibilities of what it is that you want to do. You have a lot of the attention. People want to hang out with you. You know, and I think Sagittarians actually got Aizan in an earlier reading before. The Local represents how right now is a time for a lot of you Sagittarians to be manifesting what it is that you've been desiring for a long time that you haven't necessarily had a chance to actually get. And Santeria Oshun represents how a lot of the Sagittarians are also in a situation where this is also a time where when you go ahead to make a move, right? I'm thinking very fast. I'm a Virgo. When you're going ahead to make a move, make sure to keep it quiet and make sure to keep yourself mysterious as much as possible. Stop telling everybody your business, because you got to understand that just as much as you had this very jealous person that claimed, like, you know what I mean, that's trying to act as if they was the relationship partner that they should have always been. Now they acting good, right? Because they want something. Yeah, you'll always have people in a large enough crowd where people are kind of watching your pocket. So a lot of you Sagittarians have to be very wise about what's going on, right? Move in silence. You ever seen the League of Shadows from Batman? How the League of Shadows just essentially pops up out of nowhere, but they are a secret society where they train and stuff like that. That's what it is that you want to do. You only want to show your cards until after it's done and you're ready to make a move. Other than that, Be quiet. So let's clarify the Justice. You have the T. Bon Agui, Marie Laveau, Marasa, right? So Marasa is like the loved ones, right, or the lovers from the other tarot decks, right? So the Justice, to clarify the Justice, the T. Bon Agui, Marie Laveau, and the Marasa represents this person, this other person who you used to be relationship partners with are finally starting to get everything that they deserved, and that the only thing that stopped them from getting their butt kicked essentially by life is that a lot of you Sagittarians may have been saving them from that butt whipping because you wanted to give them a second chance, right? Because Jupiter is the planet of mercy. Jupiter rules what? Pisces, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius can be merciful. Sagittarius, oh yes, yes they can. Yes they can. Yes they can. Sagittarius can be merciful. Pisces is the zodiac sign of the Redeemer, the most merciful out of the zodiac signs. So, oh yeah, oh, like I told you, clergy, Hierophant, right? The holier than thou. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And Marie Laveau represents how now you realize that you've got the magic, you've got the hoodoo, you've got the voodoo, you've got the secret sauce. And this is just about you focusing that hoodoo, voodoo, secret sauce and not letting anyone have it. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. Peace.